right, welcome home, Rep Pack. Marcus here with Karina.
Hi.
I love the shirt, okay? Some comfort cartoon vibes with the shirt there.
J-Dog, give it to me.
Yeah, J-Dog and Fan Mail sent that in. But today, guys, is episode number... Thanks, J-Dog. Episode number 3 of Road to a Dream Grail, the series where I spend $50 at my local thrift store, try to see if we can flip the items, and end up with an overall value of $2,500 so we can pick up one of my ultimate dream grails for my Nickelodeon collection. And episode number 2, I'm not gonna lie, episode number 1, we did freaking amazing. Karina found this Super NES classic. Last time we did not do that great though. Thanks, Anchovy. But let's check it out. Last episode, we had $93, we spent $50, and we were at $43. So we are at $43. We have the Bear in the Big Blue House DVD that we picked up. That sold for $15, but after fees, shipping, we ended up with $7.50. That doesn't sound too bad considering we paid $2 or $3 for the DVD. But not all was so simple. We sold the Harry Potter wand for $22, which added up after fees, shipping, to $12.58. Still doing okay, making a little money on each item so far. We had the Fraggle Rock plush we found. We sold that for $12. Ended up being $4.37, which again, I only paid, I think, $2 for that plush. So we made a little something. You know, we just got some small, no big jumps here. We had the Disney Parks picture frame. I sold that for $17.50. By the end of it, fees and all, $9.72. You know, those fees, they're heavy. Plus shipping, of course. I do free shipping because, you know, it's 2025. I feel like, you know, you just put the shipping into the price. But that's just how I do things. The Hello Kitty plush we sold for $20. After fees and all, that one was $10.77. Still better than what we paid, but only by a little bit. The Betty Page DVD, we sold that one for $14. After fees, that was $6.69. Timothy Tooth finally sold from the first episode for $13.99. Ended up with $5.92. And the Grogu plush sold for $13.99, but after transaction fees, shipping fees, ad fees, $4.68. So definitely didn't get a lot of super high value items in that one. That brought our total back up to about a total of $106.39. Where if you compare that to last episode, we were at $93. Not a huge jump, but we did make some movement, okay? We did make some movement. I probably could have charged more on certain items, but I try to price things to move, so that way we can keep this series moving. So hopefully today we find some bigger ticket items, but you never know how it goes. Who knows how many episodes this will take? I am by no means like a professional reseller. I'm just a novice, you know, and I think I do pretty good at one thrift store. Many of you guys have said, like, why don't you go to the flea market and do it? But I feel like that would be too easy. We definitely could smash that goal doing this at the flea market or going to several thrift stores, going to some of the better thrift stores, but I'm trying to make it as bare bones as possible, going to one local thrift store once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, and see if we can still accomplish it. There's definitely a faster, more efficient way to do this if you have the resources available, but doing it at one thrift store, that's the challenge. So let's go ahead and head on in and see what they got today. All right, so we are heading in. Everybody just booked it inside. There was a huge line all the way out to here, which is just wild because it's a freaking Tuesday, but everybody's here. They ran in. We're a little bit behind them. I just didn't want to, you know, just like sit out there waiting until they open the door. I just waited in the car. So let's go ahead and take a look and see if we can make it happen today. Okay, so we just got in here. I see some games that I'm just kind of interested in. We have the Alien Force for the Wii and also Nihao Kai Land for the Wii. I don't have this game or this game. I'm gonna leave them today. This would be like, if we were filming a normal video, I would be picking this up, but we're gonna leave it for today because of the challenge. I mean, there's some cool stuff. They even got some comics here. We got the Funko Riddler comic, Batman, or no, Chaos Berserker. We'll just keep looking, but it's kind of dead in this area, so that gives me a sign usually that, like, because there's people that come here just for the media. The fact that no one's here tells me that there's probably the same stuff that's been here for a couple days, but we'll take a look anyway and then check the VHSs out because we've had good luck on VHSs. seeing a lot of stuff that I just want here, like the Pink Panther fan favorites here. I might have to just get this for myself, but this is a sealed PBS show. That could be good. We'll take a look here. Let me see if you see anything. That Alex Rider, why do I kind of remember that series? They also have Johnny Test right here. This is 10 episode set. I'm sure that's not great, but that's still, there's lots of I would grab today. What about this? Nah, I think they had that last time. The Magnum PI. Nah, I don't think so either. Yeah, I feel like this is a lot of the same stuff that I remember them having the last time too, to be honest. I think we're just gonna grab this for right now. We can always come back here, you know, and just double check, but I want to be able to like kind of, you know, touch every part of the store while we still can. Let's check the VHS and then get over to the toys while it's still kind of early. Okay, so this is like a little section where people put stuff back. I found this. I think it's like something that plays like, you know, the Atari games, but it's not actually it. It says Sega Genesis. I figure it doesn't have the cords or controllers, but I did find this as Atari Flashback too for $15. I think we just grab stuff and put it in the cart. And then look. Yes, they have. What is his name again? PK Slider. There you go, PK Slider from Animal Crossing here. This is the Build-A-Bear version. It's New Horizon. A lot of Build-A-Bears aren't really worth much, but I just say we just keep grabbing stuff and throw it in the cart and we'll find out later. Oh, look, Karina. Oh. It's the cinnamon roll projector. $9
That's
though.
cute.
Yeah, $9 is insane though. Do you want to grab it or no?
It's okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Man, I wish I knew more about glass. Like this right here could be like $1 million and I would not even know, you know? Okay, so it looks like the VHSs, they kind of have a lot of the same stuff since the last time we were here. We have the Magic in the Water. I don't remember seeing that one. That looks kind of scary, but also it's from Disney though too. It actually doesn't look that bad, but I'm gonna leave that. Let's see here what else they have. Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, I mean, this is some movies that I would grab because I just got a new VHS player after mine broke from our electrical issue we had. So I've definitely been trying to collect a lot of them, but man, do they take up so much space. Like you have a DVD collection, you can get like 100 in like one big stack. With a VHS, you get like 20 in this town.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I think that's pretty much it though. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that we can probably skip the rest of this here. We'll go look at the rest of the stuff. Let's go over the toy section. I think that'll be our best bet. They have these right here. These are wicked like outfits. Does this come with? I think it's just separate. I was like, man, like what wicked character just comes with a gun? Just with a little lamp and a freaking Glock 9 in her pocket. But this right here is really cute. They're only asking $8 for it. I mean, we could check it out, but I think it was clearanced out to them. Did you ever have that when you were a kid?
Yes.
Dude, that was the
Not
best.
this one, but something like
similar.
that.
Those are the best things in the world, man. You just start spinning around like the Tasmanian devil until your like head hurts. So next up here we found this catchphrase. It's still new. It is kind of like, it should have like a plastic cover over it, but it is new. And you can see over here, you know, usually it's pretty good, like 24. We have $29.99. Not bad, but of course they're asking $8 plus after you add shipping and everything. It's gonna be kind of close, but I think we'll put it in there as a maybe for right now. But I also spotted this too. These things always do good, especially if the lights work. So this is a flashlight for like kids, and it has this little, the red and the green, so you can change the light colors on the inside. Those always, oh my goodness. Aww. I think that like if we try to do that, let's just see. So it's $8 plus, what'd you say, like $5 shipping? Mm-hmm. So that'll be 13, and then after fees, maybe we make 10 bucks. Oh. It's not beautiful. Oh, it's not even on. I thought it was the red light was on, but that's just my frustration. Everything I see is red right now. Okay, so this is a Disneyland ice cream sundae bowl here, and this one's $12 and they're $5 shipping with 4 watchers. I mean, eventually it will move. I would typically leave this, but I mean, that's actually in our price range. We can afford that. I mean, at this rate, we get like 3 items, we're done. You know, so we gotta find more stuff like this. There we go. Okay, let's see this real quick here. This actually should be good. $8 too. So this is a Tomy record player. So it actually, it uses these little tiny prongs here, and it plays through this here. You see these little, like, this little machine? Yeah. It actually plucks these little dots here, and it plays a song. This is the same way that those, like, music boxes work. The ones you crank up.
That's cute.
Yeah, that's how they work on the inside, but this is a little Tomy one, and it comes with, like, multiple discs you can put there. But again, at $8, it'd have to be pretty substantial. Okay, so this one right here is $27 with $8 shipping. But the thing is it's missing the disc. This one's missing 2 discs. So for $8, because it's complete, you know? I think that's the real thing, is it's not complete. Yeah, because here's one that's almost complete too, and that one's $8 and still not selling. So I think it's because it's not complete. Well, it's almost. There's one in there too, so it's like one on disc off. All right, so the lady came out with a little cart with everything, you know, almost tipped over. I lost my balance there. But I grabbed these guys here. This one's $5.99. It's Dr. Plague, I believe, Series 6. Alter Ego, I think this is Squishables. And then this guy, I know he's from Kirby, but I have no clue what his name is, but he is very cute. And surprisingly, it's $6, which to me is a good price these days. Compared to what you've been seeing, you know, I think this is kind of freaking affordable. So this one's pretty good. I mean, I don't know if it's the same size, but where is that hand? Like, is it a puppet, this one? Like, where's her hand going? It's just gonna disappear. I think it's that one. And then the other ones that aren't, let's see here. And then there's this one that's used. It's got 9 watchers, 16 plus $6 shipping. I think it's a solid grab.
Yeah.
For sure. So we'll grab that one too. Okay, we're doing okay here. I still haven't checked out the, ow!
What happened?
Oh man, that really freaking hurt. I had the full power of the Hulk, John Cena, a cop, and a motorcyclist all hit my foot at once. I was gonna check these out because I was like, hey, if these are like, $5 to $10 each maybe, then like it's a whole bag. That's not bad. You get multiples of it. But let's take a look at the other stuff we picked up. So far our yeses, I think for sure, like guaranteed yes is this. These are still kind of debatable, huh? So let's check out the stuff that we grabbed before we start moving too far ahead of ourselves. This is still debatable. This is for me. Let's take a look though. So him with the tag on him. Let's see here. Ooh, that's a good one. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, well, maybe not him. Heck no. It was still pretty good, actually. So, heck yeah. $34 for 6? Heck yeah, dude. That would be a huge come up if we can get that to work out for us. Okay, and then Pinktastic Pets. There's none that are new. There's only these used ones here. The new ones are kind of like all over the place. Yeah, I would say probably pass on it, just because who knows how long it will take. All right, so we're gonna leave that one behind. Okay, yes, I knew this would be a good one. So look, we have John Cena right there. $15. He's a Costco exclusive. $15 with shipping and everything. That should pretty much close to pay for the bag. Then the rest of it is all wins. And then we also have Cody Rhodes here.
Cody!
Yeah, Cody Rhodes here. Costco exclusive, $17. There's one for $10 here. So that should be good between the two of those. So like just those
perfect.
two. Then we can also put this guy. I'm sure he's good too then, because he's also the same line WWE. He's probably also Costco exclusive. And then the cop, man, invaluable. Who knows about the freaking, probably the Hulk and everything else is nothing, but still, that's another grab for sure. Okay, let's see PK Slider here.
It's playing great.
Yeah, heck yeah, absolutely. PK Slider, that's pre-owned. Ah, man, so let's see here. He does have the little thing in his hand, but it's not going off. He does have, oh wait, he has a heartbeat. And he has the thing for, I think, sound, but he's not doing it unless I'm just not pressing the button right. So I think he's dead, the battery in him. But this one's like $9. They want $9 for him, so I think no on him. Sorry, PK Slider. You can PK slide yourself to the side. Yeah, this one's not too good. Just because it's like this random thing. It's untested 4 parts with everything, and it's still cheaper than that. Let's see for just the game. I'm sure it's like a $3 game. Yeah, Aladdin's like $2, freaking $4. So we'll leave that guy behind. And this one's got to be great because, man, yeah, that's not great. This is brand new, 24, and they're asking 15. Yeah, so that's a no. But hey, we still found a lot of other good stuff, so we're still doing pretty good. I just wanted to kind of root out what we aren't going to get. So this is still a maybe. And this is still a maybe. I mean, like, those are still a maybe. So, like, if we get to the end and we still have some funds left and it's, like, enough to grab one of those two, then maybe we'll pick one. But if we find some better stuff, it's, like, easier for sure, then we'll grab that up rather than that stuff. There's all these unlicensed plush. We have, like, the knockoff Bomb or something. This is a Pikmin, I think, right? It's, like, supposed to be a Pikmin.
Looks like it.
So this is the one that's traumatized. We're getting
Oh my god, what are you doing now?
We're getting eaten by a toad. We got Mewtwo here, freaking knockoff Mewtwo, and you also got Jengar here because he's a Jengi for all $8 for this knockoff Jengar. Okay, yeah, we're gonna just leave this stuff behind. I mean, it looked promising from a distance. That's the whole thing about knockoffs is from a distance, no one knows. This looks just like the eagle from that Family Guy episode that's like hunting the air for America. Ryan played the clip. Okay, so we are in the tech section here, the TVs and everything. We're gonna look around, but this area can get a little bit expensive, and we only got $50 we're working with, so we gotta be, you know, kind of frugal here. I did walk by the last little toy section, didn't see much, but I did see the lady stocking the VHS and the DVDs, so we might go over there again and check that out and see if there's anything new.
Are you gonna get this?
Yeah, I'm not usually trying to lock up my liquor, but I have been noticing, I feel like sometimes my Coke Zero, because I usually get a marker and I mark where I last drank it to make sure no one's drinking it, and sometimes I come back and it's like this much gone.
Ooh,
And the only
who
one
could
there,
it be?
the only one there is you, and sometimes Hunter, so I don't know.
So that's Hunter.
He doesn't have thumbs, so I'm gonna say maybe you. So I'm thinking about getting this, and getting a little combination lock, and I don't have to deal with nonsense. But honestly, this thing goes for like $15, $17. I might just grab it, and if it doesn't sell, then I'll keep it just for the joke.
Oh my god.
It's only $5. All right, let's grab it. Now, a few months back, we had a big issue where like the entire electricity in my house got messed up and damaged, like a bunch of appliances, like thousands of dollars of stuff. So that's what I would recommend if you guys don't have it already. Get a surge protector. I recommend one from 1990, the oldest one you could possibly find. It's way below past its warranty. I'm joking. No, I had brand new ones and they still didn't do anything. So just so you guys know, because I had some old surge protectors in my house that I've had like since 2005, like or older. You have to change your surge protectors. I know you might have ones you've been using since like 1982. Just change it out like every 10 years just so you can make sure that your house and stuff is protected. You don't want any issues, electrical problems, electrical fires, all that type of stuff. As somebody who's dealt with it, it sucks. This is a Taz. It also has like his little wife or girlfriend. You never see her. Like I don't even recall seeing her, but that's cool. It's activity books, and it comes with a bunch. Like first off, these are like poster size. This almost works like little canvas artworks. But there's like the look and finds here. I can see a little Tweety there. You're trying to find the different characters, but they're massive. That looks like so much fun. This is definitely something I would be buying like a normal video day, but since we're trying to come here, $50 exclusively, you know, I gotta leave something like this behind because it's $15, but it is cool. Oh, come on, man. Freaking only $12.99 and you get like something that was like BC, like you get like ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics. That's gotta be worth something, man. Look, they wrote this on like corn husk. It's like the weirdest paper ever. These are sick. These are the Bat family. They're like kind of on these like foam boards. Not like super high quality, but they're only $5. You got Nightwing there. This one's a little bit warped up because it's like a vinyl kind of put onto a board here, but this one here, the Harley Quinn one. Oh,
Somebody made that?
No, well, it's a company probably. They usually sell these at like conventions and stuff like that. But yeah, you can see they're really light, so you can Velcro them to your wall. But man, I think we bring that over to our Whatnot stream, maybe give it away or something like that. I think people would really like this one. This is actually the only one that's like in good condition. The other ones are kind of crushed here. What do we have? Oh, the Joker one. Okay. The Joker one has a little bit of damage here on the side, but that is still sweet. Oh man. And that's also $5. This is off of our video or challenge budget, and I'm gonna look at like big freaking playing cards like Yu-Gi-Oh for giants. But we're gonna grab these two for $5. That's not a bad deal at all. Guys, so we came back to the media here, and I found this one right here. This is the Elvis one. Sometimes the Elvis ones can do pretty good. Or actually, it says Andrew Dice Clay. My bad, not Elvis. Andrew. Tell me, doesn't look kind of like Elvis there.
They all look like Elvis.
Yeah, it's Andrew Dice Clay. I would have probably passed that one up if I would have known it was him. But you know, shout out to still him, because that one goes for about $15 and brand new. So I think, you know, for $3, that's still a good pickup. But the big score here from the media today, I think we're doing way better than we did episode 2 for sure, is going to be this guy right here. There is only one sold. There's a few sold, but this one's $42 sold. That's used. This one sold for $34 new. This is a really rare, like Bruce Willis TV series. But yeah, so anywhere from like $30 to $40 pretty much all the time. So that's an easy grab for $5. Okay, so let's just see we're not over budget here. So we have $4.49.
You're digging this.
Yeah, for now. We got this is 5, so that's 10. That's 13. This is for me, unrelated. Let's just do 18 in case we're too high with taxes and stuff. Then we have 24. Then we've got 30. This one's freaking heavy. So that brings us to 38. We still have enough to pick one of these two. We're at 38, and that would bring us to about 50 exactly. Which one do we go with? This or this? I think this will be easier to sell.
Yeah, and
Okay.
this is less shipping too.
Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and do this one then, so that brings us a little extra value there. But man, we did solid. I did get some personal pickups today. I did get those posters for the whatnot, and I did grab these 2 DVDs for myself. But like I said, we did way better than for episode 2. Episode 2, we moved like this much. This episode, I think we're gonna we're flying, baby, okay? Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So stay tuned. We'll go back to the cavern. We'll get the overall value that we expect. We gotta go scan this stuff up, and hopefully it adds up to less than $50. We're not gonna include tax, you know. We can include tax, but I got a freaking 20% coupon, okay? So I'm gonna use it. And I got that from the last time we did this, so I'm gonna add that in conjunction. Plus, not just that, we do have a little bit above $50 if we really need to. But we're trying to keep it within 50. But since we now have like about 100 in our budget, we can just go ahead. If it's a little bit above, we can tap into that, but it's okay, you know, not like too much though. All right, let's go. That was freaking fantastic. Holy crap. We did it. We did it. I was a little bit scared, but we did it. We did a great job today, guys. So I don't know what our total value is going to be, but I feel like, man, like I said, that episode 2, we took a little baby step. Episode 1, we took a full step. Episode 2, we took a baby step. This episode, man, I think we did a nice big Frogger style leap into the future, into our road to the dream grail. We are getting one step closer, guys. Let's head back to the cavern and check all this stuff out. Okay, so we are back from the thrift store, and I don't know what our budget was at the start of this. It'll be on screen here, and we are not going to add it to it until this has been sold, but let's just go ahead and see our hypothetical value if all things go perfectly. And obviously our final number does not include shipping, fees, ad fees, all that stuff, so the number is going to be quite a bit lower than this, but hopefully it's still over $50 once all those fees are said and done. So let's take a look. Okay, so again, the Wishable sold for $34. I'm gonna just ask maybe $25, $24.99 free shipping, so we can get it moving. I only paid $6, so I'm not aiming for $35. It would be cool, but I would rather it move fast so we can get that money back, so we can do another episode and keep it moving. In my mind, money's worth more today than it is tomorrow, and if it takes, you know, freaking 2 months to sell it at $35, then I'm not as interested. Kind of the same thing goes for this guy. His name is Maggoler. Maggoler here from the Kirby Superstar collection. He goes for $35, $39 in some cases, brand new. I'm probably gonna ask $29.99 for him. I paid $6 for him as well too. So combining those two together, 24 to 25 plus 30, we are at $54 right there. After fees and everything, that's probably like $27, $30 the most, because all my prices are gonna be free shipping, so I'm subtracting shipping as well. So it's probably like $27, but we still got more items, so let's keep it moving. This guy right here, the Play School Duracell flashlight, I did some more research on it, and it's a pretty good seller. I mean, if we're patient on it, it does sell for about $25 plus $5 shipping. So if I just kind of aim a little high on this one, if we did well on everything else, I might be a little more patient on this one, and I might say like $27.99 or $30 even, and just kind of see if we can get the best, because it's in great shape. The logo looks good. It does need to be clean, but other than that, it looks really good. So $30 plus our $55, we are at $85. The next up is the wine lock here. I was able to find one of these sold for $17.99 free shipping. I probably should have left this guy for only $5, because who knows how long it will take to sell, but I just thought it was cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and just ask maybe $14.99 on this guy, so hopefully we can just get our money back, and you know, and it'll be worth the joke of getting it. So add that to it, we're at like what, $85 plus that's $90, $100 right there. Again, this is not including shipping and fees, so do not think we're gonna have that amount by the next episode, or you know, if we sell even close to all of that yet. The ice cream container, like I said, I saw some sold for about 15 bucks, so I'm probably gonna ask the same thing, maybe $13.99, and after shipping and everything, it's not going to be a huge amount of money. We might make like $6 the most, but I only paid $2.49. So if we can double up on each item every single episode, that's still a huge, huge for us. So 15 plus the 90, 105. I don't know. Ryan's keeping track of it on screen for you guys. The figures, I think this is where we did probably the best. Let's go ahead and take out. I am interested about the other figures. I'm pretty sure this cop are going to be like worthless here, and this guy, I think he's he's missing like a hat here. I think he's from Jurassic Park. And that Hulk figure, I just don't want to touch it, to be honest. Okay, so Roman Reigns figure is not like a Costco exclusive like the other one, so he only goes for about like, you know, 10 bucks with free shipping, so probably get 5 bucks out of him, which is not bad considering I paid 7 for the bag. The John Cena goes for about $15 free shipping, so it's like $10. It's like, you know, $8 there. And then Cody Rhodes here, he sells for about $17, so that's like another probably easily $12. I'm looking at probably maybe $20 to $25 from that bag for $7.49. Not terrible at all, and these are all easy, small, don't take up a lot of space, and easy to ship. Okay, and the Nitro Circus dude, I mean, he might sit on the shelf for a while. The last one that sold was in February, but we got enough stuff in our inventory that it's okay if some items sit on the shelf for a little longer than others, especially if we're making the money back on some of the other items in the bag. So this guy sold most recently, like I said, February, for $10 free shipping. So I mean, heck, if it takes a month, 2 months, and he sells, that's still money towards our goal. And he's small too, so another 5 bucks there. Maybe this guy's supposed to not have the top of his head, but something tells me that's not the case. No, he's missing his hat, so no value for him. This police officer guy, something tells me probably nothing for him too. I mean, actually, it's by a brand called Kid Crafts, and the fireman sold for $15. And there's actually somebody has them listed, the fireman and the cop, for $25. I mean, heck, I might just put it up for another, same thing as the other guy. Put them up for $10, free shipping, and just see what happens. So another 10 bucks there. So for Moonlight, there is one listed for $34.99 free shipping. There's some that have sold for about $28. I'm probably gonna just do like probably the same price as this person. Maybe do like $22.99 or $24.99, and then we'll slowly lower it over time if it doesn't move. But we can take every dollar we get. And this is probably one of our biggest profit items because it's $5. It's media mail, so it's going to cost us like $4 or $5 to ship it. That's 10. Maybe take some ad fees, a little bit of that. I mean, I still think by the end of this item, we will get our $5 back and also make like 15 bucks. So that's a huge, because it's not all about just we profit. If we can get our original $50 back, that's still good too. You know, it's like we're talking about the profit, but part of that is also just getting our 50 bucks back. And then this guy, we already looked it up, goes for about 15. So after shipping, it'll be about 10 bucks. So whatever that number is on screen, we have to subtract 50 because that's how much we spent on everything. That would be our hypothetical value if everything goes perfectly, and then after that we'd have to minus the fees and, you know, shipping and a couple other things too. But I don't think it's gonna be some like, oh, we found one item that was worth $300, but I think along the journey of this episode we probably will get a couple items like that we get lucky on. But I would still consider today a pretty lucky day if you ask me. I think we have some huge movement ahead of us, so stay tuned for the next episode. I mean, I'm not like necessarily waiting for everything to sell before we film the next episode, but I at least want to get $50 back to where I can spend it for the next episode. So that's kind of what decides the next episode, is when I get $50 back, so that way I can, you know, we're not like digging ourselves a hole building an inventory. I want to be able to show some progress each episode as well. So if we can at least start the next episode with our original total at the start of this episode with some inventory in the bank, that would be enough to get started on episode 4. But all this stuff is going to be listed today as of the recording of this video. That is everything here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of $50 Road to a Dream Grail. We have been recycling this $50 over and over again for 3 episodes now, and I think we are starting to see some movement. And I know we are going to get to our goal of $2,500 right here on Comfort Cartoons. So stay tuned for it. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. If you guys want to support the show further and me doing videos like this, more experimental type stuff and just weird craziness, as well as everything else we do on the channel, go check out the Patreon. You can sign up for only $2. Again, I went to the thrift store and even the cheapest item I got is more than our Patreon to sign up, and you get an extended version of this video, ad-free, early release, invited to our Discord, plus you get to help out a small business and keep this show going for years to come for not just you, other people as well, and it makes a huge difference in my life. So definitely take a look at it. And if you're in some of the other tiers, we also have bonus content like 2 series that I'm doing right now that are exclusively on Patreon. I'd love for you to check those out. If you guys are interested in picking up some of the other stuff that I picked up that I'm not bringing here, I'm going to be doing giveaways as well as putting some stuff up on my Whatnot stream. You get $15 for free just for signing up. That link is in the description too. But before we go anywhere, you know the drill. Scan it! All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you guys want to support the show, make sure you guys go check out the Patreon and the whatnot information in the top description. I would greatly appreciate it again, please. And then over here, you will see the last episode of this $50 Road to a Dream Girl challenge. Go check it out if you haven't seen the last episode, and then you know you can get on the playlist. Hopefully by 5 episodes I will create a playlist for this, and there will be a playlist where you can follow the whole journey of how we get to that dream girl, hopefully by the end of it. I'll see you guys over there, and as always, Rep Pack, I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios and bloop.